inside. Well, in the inside is I will show. Bring it back.
How you think I did glasses?
She must have left it in the bed because she was. I don't know if she could even come in here with it.
You want?
Go look at it in the bed.
Not in the bed.
Go up
All
there
in
and-
here is going to show. Some I wanted the
Not in the bed.
I wanted this to come up.
Daddy's bed.
We need to narrow the
Where's
screen.
your glasses?
You see how wide it is? So I want it to because who is on the live is going to be seen. So we just wanted the screen to narrow.
Yeah. You want to put glasses in my glass. You want to be far. Yes, it is. Go in the bed and see if there's anything.
But not in the bed.
You can't even look for it.
But not in the bed.
You want to
Not in the bed.
top chat. If this could be in the middle and on the other side, we can. See if you find comment on it. An open comment.
What?
If you find comment, so I can.
Okay, so this is your screen. The comments coming from right here.
The what?
This is your screen. The comments coming from right here.
What I'm saying is that the Aquarian high. Alright. One person say I am not sure.
That's you.
And I see it right there. So
That's you.
right. So we need to see the chat. We need to see the
That is you.
no that's
Oh, I
what I
wrote that.
oh. No, what I want to so that come in. But we should screen. The screen this part can pull down more. You see all inside all of the out of the room are shown. I don't know really want it.
You don't want the room shown.
No.
I can't fix it.
Why everybody else so you see all into the room?
I can't fix it.
Me don't know why you look up at the guy get your no, I come and ask about glasses I don't know where your glasses is. I know the glasses is and she said not in the bed. Adriana. Adri. Adri, come and get the glasses. In extreme. Yeah, come on. Hola, Jay. Oh, this screen should be more narrow.
Jesus.
Let me get this minimized. It's too wide. So, it's a sheer skin. Somebody, I guess. Anyway, I guess. Oops. Good night. Good night. Good night. Good night. Good night, and thank you for coming. Thank you for being here. I'm trying out this whatever here. I need to minimize the screen. It's too wide. Wide, wide, if you asked me. Hi, Miss Mel. How you doing, ma'am? How are you, Miss Mel? You're fine? I thought you were fat. I thought you were chubby. I need to dish mail you some cornmeal porridge and some. I thought you were. I thought you were a chubby little girl. I didn't know you were fine. You're starving yourself. Hmm? Why are you starving yourself? I want to minimize the screen of this thing. I'm trying it out. Oh, the screen is too wide right now. So I'm gonna have to give it a thing there or minimize it. Oh, you mean the screen fine? The, the screen fine like you? I need it to get finer. Are you seeing well, I am seeing from my side what you are saying. Are you hearing me clearly? Good. Good, good, good. It looked like I come on too early. I'm gonna put up the next one because I put up the next one because you know, it coming like say I have to be start learning again because I just get used to phone and with everything on phone and the phone much easier. This is a little bit complicated. Plus, not only so, but this is a either two or three in one thing here. So I have to be sharpening up my mind to work with it. Yeah, it's a three in one. Three in one, you name what. It's also is a touch screen like the phone. I just touch the screen. I'm looking for something to show you, but I don't see it. Since it is bigger, let me find out if I did leave it. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome everyone to the live stream chat. Come with your hands and come with your ears. Look at this quickly before the screen get before the screen get before we get full up. Tell me what you think about it. Have you seen it? You don't see it? You see it? It is some sketch. It is some sketches. Maybe you not want to read it good and understand what is going on. I'm just doing some sketches here. And I sent off the information. Good night. And thanks for coming. Good night. Good night. Good night to you all. Good night. Good night. Good night to you all. Good night and thank you for coming in. One and all, thank you. Circumstances beyond my control, I could not have been here the other day. But here am I. I am with you. Blessed hope, we welcome you. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Blessed Holy Ghost, we welcome you. Come with power and fill. Mm-hmm. Thank you for coming in. I'll soon get started as soon as the notification. Please do not forget to turn your notification on. Turn on your notification that as soon as I am live, you will know, you will be notified. If I posted a video, you will be notified. Whatever I do, you will be notified. I just want to praise. Let me start it. If you love, if you give, if you give a little love and give a little love and give a little love. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Whether yellow, black, or white, we are precious in His sight. Jesus loved the little children of the world. Jesus loved the little children, all the children of the world. Whether yellow, black, or white, we are precious in His sight. Jesus loved the little children of the world. Jesus loved the little children, all the children of the world. Whether yellow, black, or white, they are precious in His sight. As you come in, please touch the thumbs up button. Thank you very much for doing that. You pump up the algorithm when you do that. Please touch the thumbs up button. Thank you very much for doing it. Let's get the algorithm up. Please, please, please. Please touch the button, the three little buttons on the side. Could you please touch that? And let's get the algorithm for YouTube up. YouTube loves seeing that. That is their part of thing. So please get the algorithm going, please. As you comes in, touch the touch the thumbs up button. I am asking, I am begging, I am pleading. Please touch the thumbs up button. Please. Low, low lifted me when nothing else could help. Love lifted me. Love lifted me. Love lifted me when nothing else could do. Love lifted me. Out of the when nothing else could help, love lifted me. Okay, I am waiting, but I am gonna start because it's half an hour gone out of what I where I am. Please touch the thumbs up button. Please touch the thumbs up button. Thank you very much. Thank you for being here. Welcome, 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 welcome. I appreciate your support. I appreciate your company. I appreciate everything about it. For those that have not subscribed, please subscribe to the channel. For those that have subscribed, thank you for subscription. For those that I can't reach to send my thank you, I give it on the channel. Thank you very much for subscribing, and I appreciate and I love. Thanks, thanks, and more thanks. For those that are having, we are in a month that is a very active one. A active month in the sense that it's a child month, and I'm still on the child month thing, and I'm still on mothers. For that, it's mother. When we reach the father, then we will father. But for this month, we are acknowledging mothers, and we are also acknowledging the children. It's Child's Month, it's Children's Month. So we are putting our emphasis on it. So tonight, for those that have their birthday, I wish you a happy birthday. Happy birthday. And I hope and I pray that you will be blessed, you will be covered with the hands of God. Because there's no one else that we can recommend you to but to the hands of God. Keep, guide, and protect you as you go along your way. Happy birthday. For those that mourn, the Lord give it and He take it. although there are those that snuff the life out of people before the time that God has given them. But while you mourn, remember that you have a loving Savior who will dry your tears, strengthen you, enable you to go on from day to day. He that mourn, blessed are those that mourn, for they shall be comforted. Yes, they shall be comforted. Don't forget that. For those that are far, that we time difference, I welcome you as well. There are many persons from very far, far out overseas that watches this channel, that listen. I welcome you. I appreciate I appreciate what you have been doing, and thank you very much. Thank you and thank you. For those that are sick, it's not a good thing. No, it is not. Pain is nothing lovely. And when the doctor says this is the diagnosis, and you know your pocket, even if you have health insurance, you still will have to do that out of your pocket. You have to do so many things. But left it in the hands of God, and He will do the rest. Leave it there. Take your burden to the Lord and leave it there. Take your burden to the Lord and leave it there. Leave it there. Leave it there. Why won't you leave your burden there? Take your burden to the Lord and just leave it there. If your body suffers pain and your health you can't regain, take your burden to the Lord and leave it there. Okay, it's one more privilege, and I must tell you that over the weekend it was one of a busy one. I could not have been here where I am. I would not cheat on the people's time to go live. So I don't want the cheating on my money. So therefore I'm not cheating on their time. So even if I get a time could go live, it would be indeed short. So I just stay put and know I am coming to you every now and again, but things is changing up. Things is going to be different. No problem until I get there. Okay. Now, as many of you can see on the news, where this continuous war at the Columbia University, it's like there is no stoppage. Many have been arrested, and this is all, it's for their right, yes. It's for their right, and they're standing up for their right at the cost of their education. They are now to do their exams, and it's like some will not be able to sit their exam after going to school, for going to college, university for 4 years. Some may not able to sit their exams. Whether they are um, whether they are adult or under adult, young adult, it is their right. And this is some of the things I'm going to be tapping into tonight. The right. So Colombia, and this is going on from last month. If maybe you go on the news now, not maybe, you will be seeing it. Many has been dragged off campus, turned upside down. They are camping outside of the gate. Tents put up, and they are camping there. Well, guess what? Many persons, if you don't stand up for your right, then it will shift from under your foot. And then you realize the young people now, if you see what is happening, they are not giving up. They are not giving up until they get their due justice. So these are children, and we are in Child's Children Month, child slash children slash mother. Okay, so these are some of the things that is happening around the world. Many have escaped home, but you imagine it's a mixed multitude there. Mhm. You imagine you send your child to university and they may turn up into something like this. After you have to make sure you paid for a dorm and you're paying for their tuition. 65,000. And this is what is happening. Mhm. So imagine you have to work your butt off to find the money. But I am sure many of you is going to sit there and say, could not be my child. My child could not be in that. Because that child see, oh, I have to work to provide them with an education, to take them through the next level wherever they want. And instead of am I to be preparing for your graduation, hello?
Hello?
Yes.
Yeah, yeah. It's the like the green lights keep going up.
The green.
Remember what was happening the last time?
Mm.
I was at the blurry and then it's the green light coming in and going up.
What you looking? Which one of them you're looking on?
What you mean?
I have the computer up and I have the phone up.
Turn off the phone because one of them is in trouble. I
Maybe
can't say from my end which one is it.
maybe it's the phone. All right. Let me end the phone and see what. Let me end the phone and see what the laptop is saying. Okay, let me know if it is the same thing now. Let me know if there's a difference. Is there any changes? Should be. I am coming. Let me get this thing sorted out properly. Is there any changes? Okay, then good. It should be better anyhow, because I took that off. All right. Back to regular programming. Yeah, this is what is taking place right now with children who is or who should be even be graduating. This is the unrest at Columbia College, Columbia University. This is what is happening. And you imagine that you sit and you study and you study, and then this is what is happening. But it is for their right, and it seems that many persons do not listen. They do not listen. So people have to took the street and took abrasive action to let the word go out there that they will understand. Right? So it is what it is. Many have been quarantined, many have been dragged off, many have been arrested, but that doesn't stop them one bit. They are going at it with all they know until they get the right. That is in Colombia. There are other persons that right now having unrest where children is concerned. Children should be our main focus, whether in Child's Month or out of Child's Month. Our children should be our main focus. We, the parent, should be the one that put things in place. But now it's not only the parent, but whatever country you are in, the governing the governing country where your child or children lives in. So there and then you will have an arrest, a lot of things going on. Parent should be the one that gives the comfort to children. Government stepped in because if they are mistreated, bet and assure you are going to be paying for that. You are honestly going to pay for that because your children, you have mistreated your children. We are looking on the children now to be the leaders, man and woman of tomorrow. We are looking on the children to be the guide, to be because they too are going to eventually have their own family to take care of. And with so doing, the onus is on the parent to parent your child in a good way. Now, there are some persons that said, oh, you can't hit a child. It is called abuse and it is called all kind of things. Hence, children do not listen. They have stopped their ears from hearing. They don't listen. And he said, bring up the child in the way he or she should grow. That when they are older, they themselves will be able to bring up their children. They will not part from it. But tell you something, the child that doesn't hear will forbear. Because if you don't hear your parent, you will answer to the law people. So it's better for you to hear than to forbear. Now, the right, the children's right. And this is where the parent come in. Right to health. In this country, comparing to the country I came from, it's a bit different. In this country, before your child even born, your child have their health, everything to do with their health. When the first 4 teeth popped up in the mouth, that's the time you start taking the child to the dentist to get those little tooth or teeth clean. They have their appointment for appointment for ENT appointment, which is ear, nose, and throat. Appointment, they have ENT, they have dental, they have eye, and they have something else. And this started from they are a little babies. Their food is being provided. So whether you're rich, yes or no, they prepare for you their food. And whatever money they give, it should go towards food and not clothes. I went to Canada and it's the same thing. So you may say, well, I can afford it. So therefore, I'm not going to take that money. It is a must. They are not giving you a choice to do so. Then the mother cannot say, I can't feed my child properly because I have no money. In Canada, it's every week. In the US, it's every month. And what you get for your child, you can save something from it. Because the child is not going to be eating a dish of rice and an entire chicken and a whole field of vegetables. No. So you can put something aside for that. Antenatal clinic, whether you have money, yes or no. You are getting the best, the good to the best treatment as the mother because you want a healthy child to come. And listen, do not miss their appointment. You will have to answer for that. In Canada, when the woman is pregnant and to have a child, she get 1 year leave. You sit home with that child for an entire year before you go back to work. And before you goes to work, they sort out the best, um, the best care for that child. So if you go and you say, well, okay, this is where I would like my child to come, you gotta register that. Government send him the inspector to inspect that place that you're going to leave your child into the care of somebody else.
What a J. What a J.
Into the care of somebody else. They have to inspect that place if it is suitable, if the place is sanitized, clean, and who is going to be looking after your child while you are at work. For Canada, I know that. For here, I am not. Yeah, they have that going, right? So government give all the opportunity that you cannot say that the child can't go to doctor because you don't have any money. The child cannot be fed properly because you can't feed them. The child cannot go to a good um, um, creche because you don't have the money to pay. The government pay 3/4 and you pay a quarter. Yes, that is what happened. I've never been to England, so I don't know for England, but I guess it's the same pattern it runs off. I do believe so. Okay, so this is the government. The rest of it is left in your hand to train up your child. It's not that you can slap your child. Well, guess what? They're talking about the abusive part of it. So do not abuse your child. That is the part that you will stand before your honor and answer, and then your child is been taken away from you. And let me announce this right about now, too. I got an email from YouTube, and it's a long reading email. I am not even finished reading it. I have to go back to continue. Parent, keep guard on your children from the media. Because honestly, they have given me their guidelines, and there is nothing that I presented on my channel that say it is for children. It's not for children. Children stuff is not here. These are not milk drinking. These are bone and big meat we discussed on channels. Well, I wouldn't say channel. I don't know about the other people channel. I am talking about this channel. So it's adult stuff we talk about here. That email is not only for me, but it's for everyone that is using YouTube service. And they're warning about the children. So, parent, keep a eye and know what your child is tuning into and what your child is watching. So, as it came to me, let me say it right now. Just today, it has sent to me to my channel. So, I read it because they are doing some changes, and people who do not guard their languages and their behavior are going to be in hot water. Yes. So keep a eye on your children. Know what they're tapping into. Know what they are listening to. Because that onus is going to be on you, the parent. Not only so, but the channel owners will be also. I make sure when I am editing up my live, I make sure they have, if it is for children or not for children. There's never a time I put anything for children. And you hear me come on this channel, and I am saying all children under 18 exit. And when I said 18, I shouldn't even said 18, because in this country, 21 is your cutoff time. 21 when you're ready to leave the nest in this country. In this part of the country, other states have their different thing, but in this state, when they're 21. So my email came to me, and I am sure other persons paying attention, they got these emails as well. And it's YouTube sending out these emails. So be careful. Please. I beg of you. Whatever your child is doing, pay attention. Because it's not many clean things is been spoken. And they're trying to keep your children under subjection until they are ready. They need to live their childhood life. They need to be children, and they are not adult before they are children, but children before they are adult. So nobody should have pushed it back ways. Children before adult. So let them live their children, their childhood life. Let them enjoy their childhood lives. And nothing forced upon them. And then later, they themselves even sorry because it pushed them in. I don't know. I don't know. Okay. The comment. On the other thing, we saw the comment. I don't know, and I don't really want to interfere with this thing just yet. I want to know what is happening here. I need to know where to find this. All right. Let me just let that rest for a while, and let us that let us have it rest for a while. Yeah. Okay. So, parents, be alert. Be alert because not very nice things have been said many times. And when it is adult stuff, it is adult stuff. Despite it's adult stuff, we keep it respectful. We keep it under certain clues that we do not get raw with these things. And we are talking about guarding our children. So they have the right to health, and the government make sure it's not like in my country that I am from. If the child feels sick, you better find the money, go out to the hospital, sit until your ass burns. Nothing put in place from conception to birth and to whatever, right? But in these developed countries, these developed countries, these are the things that happen. The right to health, that's one. So you have to see that your child is healthy. You have to pay attention. You have to pay attention and do not skip any of the appointments. They watch their weight, they watch everything. And let me tell you the next one, which I'm coming up with. If a scratch is on the child's body, it is questioned how they get it. So it's not that you can put a slap on your child, but do not leave an impression on their skin. It's not like when we were growing up and they grab you and they get a strap and they strap you until their stomach full. When I have mark on my skin till this very day where I was with for something, well, I don't say I didn't do, but instead of talking to me, they get tambourine whip. If any person know what tambourine is, that don't break. It's so flexible. And at that time, I was not even teen. I wasn't in my teens. I have marks on my body from strap. I have mark on my body wearing, and this is one thing I do not, and I speak strongly. From you can take care of your child. If you even live under a tree, keep your child. It's not everybody who will put out and take care of your child. They said a hen that have their chicks, do not crush their chick hard. So when it's your child, and I'm not talking about those that don't have no feelings. I am talking about those that will not hurt their child beyond. Because the end of a chicken, no matter what the hen pick at you, not hurting that chicken. Trust and believe that chicken not getting hurt. You understand? So it's not that certain thing can't happen, but it's in the way in which you do it. From they are 12 years old, in every country, they put up or they rent or they buy facilities to turn into prison. So many persons have their children here. In Jamaica, they are strict. In a sense, in a sense, in a sense. It's not everybody abuse their children. But if you let them loose to certain things, they will be loose and loosed out. So you have to make sure you hold the rein. Person said, I live in this country, but I grow them the Jamaica way. Yes. Let me not get into that very far. The rights to education. The right to education. And I repeat these things. Parent, this is the child's right. What? Children's right. They must, by law, have an education. Or, what that means, send them to school. If by any means your child, I have a twin here, and if by any means they did not go to school, whether by going to the doctor, their appointment, or what, something would have them not to go to school. They cannot go through the gate and on the road. No. So if you are even dying, you cannot send them to the store to say pick up this for me. You know why? And people who live in these countries can attest to these. You know why? Somebody saw that child, and it's a school child going to high school. So why this child is not in school? And they pick up their phone. Yes. And they call the authorities. Before you know it, bum 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 bum, your door is knocking down. And they have to come to investigate why. So even something that they hadn't gone to school that day. And if you're not going to school, they get the school have to get a letter. You have to go in with your doctor certificate to say John Strokes got 2 days off from school because of XYZ. They are not let loose on the road that you see them all over the place. No. And these are some of the things that I respected in the country. These are some of the things, among many others. Because you go on the street now, walk out there and see if you see any children, teenager or no, is roaming the street. No, they can't. So by right, you have to muster the courage up and make sure your child is on the inside. You must live extremely near to the school when you walk to the school. And at certain age, you don't walk alone. You have to be accompanied by an adult to the school. Yes. And to be picked up, they have to be picked up because their name is here. Who is put there that pick them up or drop them off? So if you put computer left to pick up phone 2 and radio 1 turn up to pick up that child, you don't think they're getting that child. Oh, but your name is not here. Your name is not in the book, in this register for a pickup. So you can't get a child. That's how protective they are. They have their right to education. So they should not deny their education. And they make sure they have all the gadgets, all the learning, teaching, you name what you want to name, gadgets for them. The rights to family life. Mothers and fathers, although it's mother I am dealing with this month. Mothers, family life, family time. You go out with your children. Yes, over here use train, bus, taxi, not taxi, Uber. Yes, let's not use taxi. It was a taxi sign on tax plan. Uber and plane. So wherever, and many parks are around, many recreation areas are around. Go out with your child. Don't matter how you are working and you're tired. For heaven's sake, take that time out. Play with them. Go to the park. Do something. Have a family time with your children. Children we're talking about. Yeah. Play and recreation. An adequate standard of living. Your children to be protected from abuse and harm. That's what you are there for. You are like a hen that gather the chicken under the wings. That's what the scripture says too. Eh? So you should protect them. Protect your children. If you were not protecting them, start doing it now. Do not leave them to society. Do not leave them alone on the teachers. Play your part and play it well. They are yours. Do your part. When you do your part, there's nothing that can say you didn't. Let them come and do their part. Could you please send up the algorithm, touch the thumbs up button, please? Please touch the thumbs up button. Send up YouTube algorithm. We want the algorithm to be going. Right? Adequate standard of living to be protected from abuse and harm. So you don't let other persons abuse verbally your child, because when it go verbally, it is going to go physically too. right? You keep your children. They must be straight, foot right, and not being a footmat for anybody. They, with respect, you're not sending them to disrespect their elders, other adults. But be respectful. Something is happening, do this or go there, or you are the one that throw that bit of paper, no miss. It wasn't me. But don't get yourself as a child abusive to teachers because many of that happen in the classroom. And it's only the way it has been from the beginning. And age appropriate needed that change over time as a child grew up. So the child at 6 months is not the child at 1 year. The child at 1 year is not the child at 2 year. While they develop, they are changes. Now you have to educate yourself to deal with the changes. Don't continue looking under the little one there. No. You have to look at their growth and development as you go. Hug your children, hug them, reason with them. Don't say they are young or they're too small. This little one that is here, she will sit and reason with you like a 15-year-old child. The other morning I had to laugh because the mother sent her for a pair of sneakers. Mother said, look at this shoe rock. Bring your pink and white sneakers. And she said, where are we going, Mom? And she is like, go get the sneakers. Where are we going, Mom? And she stood there, would never go and get that sneakers because she's asking a question. So, of course, I intervened. I said, you're not listening. She's asking you a question. Answer her. And she never moved until she gets the answer. She went for it. Intelligent question, intelligent answers. We are the backbone of our children until they can stand on their own. So you give them a good foundation. At the age of appropriate need, that changed over time as a child grew up. The appropriate need. These are going to change over time as they grow up. So you know when they reach 10 is something else. When they reach 12, you know they're moving into puberty stage, and that went on. 12, 13, 14, 15. Yeah, a child that will, they ask for this, they ask for that, and things move on. There, the parental right. describes a legal relationship between parent and children. Direct care, upbringing, and education again of their children. It's the right or privilege. Is it a right or a privilege? And when some parents are doing something, they need to ask, is it a right or is it a privilege? Is it the right of the parent or is it a privilege? No, it's the right. It's not a privilege. It's the right. Parenting is not a privilege. It is the right. So many times, some parent will think that it's a privilege. It's not a privilege. Parenting is a right. The relationship and the child's with the child and responsibility, financial support, child and the parent. Decision for your child. Now, this is some part. There's some parent. This is the part. Okay. Charity, the responsibility. Okay. This is the part where some parents have failed miserably. Decision making. Many have really failed miserably. Decision for the child. Now it's your child. These children were given to you. You are their steward. You are the one to take care of them until they can take care of themselves. But until that day, you are to be making decisions. And when you're making your decision, of course, get them sit there, stand there, whatever, and make sure you're hitting at the right decision. Failure to do the right decision, because you can see that this book is the right decision, and they saw the phone over there. Now, you are the one in command. Is not the parent that is out of command and the child is now taking over. You are in command, and you are in command until they're out of your hand or until you depart this world. Because even you are adult, you ask and you need some guidance. For those that have parents still alive, you ask them, I'm going to do this, so what do you think? You ask their opinion. You even ask them to make decision too, right? So this is the parent right. Failure to do so, you are in hot puddle. You are in serious hot water. Let's say financial support. let's say mother and father separated, and either of them have the child in their custody. By right, by the law, the person have right to go and see their child and have a play in their life as well. Not say, okay, the father have him and his wife and him. No. So right, man. Wholeheartedly, not half-heartedly. Right? So a lot of persons say, well then, okay, I don't because the father and his wife, the father and his wife, you are the birth mother. So don't absent yourself. And at the end of the day, the child is going to say, I did not see you. You did not come and see me. Who said? The wife. Is going to give good guidance. Where is your word in the life of the child? Where is your voice? Legal responsibility. Meet the child's need. Medical, housing, education, and food. Parents are expected to meet their 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 emotion and physical needs. They are expect the responsibility for prolonging their child's from harm, protecting their child from all harm and danger. That is the right of the mother, of the parent. That's the right of the parent. So we are looking on Parent Month. We are looking on Mother's Day. Every mother have a right and a responsibility to your own children. Not only on these special days, they just carve out these days to honor the mother. So if you is a mother with one foot, you is a mother. If you is a mother with no hand, you is a mother. If you is a mother that get a strokes and sit down and can move, you is a mother. And you must have something positive to speak to your child. And comes what may, you need to protect your child as the hen protects her chick. They have a thing named patu. I don't know if you know it, or many of you know. It's a bird, the eyes are so big. And they say it doesn't see at in the day. It see best in the night. And this hawk This is a story. Send out their child, their chick, and hunting. So of course they went and they pick up Sister Fowl chicken. And Sister Fowl they make whole heap and nice, whole heap, bring back my chicken. And they reach home to mom and say, what is it? He said it's a quarrel, so it's a quarrel, so whole heap and nice. He said, bring it come. Sign out again and then pick up Pato, child. And then pick up Pato picking me. When I go to mother is a Wednesday. He send this a bopping yai is a carrying back. Because when you are only talking, it's an empty barrel make the most noise. So, you know, whole thing. But the one when not talking is so serious. They say care about that one. You know what that one be? You bring him back because Pato have some claws. So you know if you can catch that one. Yeah, it's like eagle claws. Right? So you should so protect your child or your children. Be a shield of protection around them. They were given to you as gifts. They were given to us as blessing. Bless homes. Many person don't see it that way. Sometimes we have the children and we lock in so many things that they took their own direction. They went down the fast lane. And when they went down the fast lane, who worried? Who is getting the hurt? It's not only them, but parent has been brought into the mix as well. Parent has pushed up into that mix because we says we love them, but you cannot love a child and spoil the child. That's no love. You hate that child. It feel funny to say no, but if it's no, it's going to be no. So you have to say no, you have to say no. And if you have to take a draconian step, you got to do it. Because what? You are allowing the child to see. These are the same children going to be the bosses sitting in their chair. Yes. And if they're not trained properly, they get themselves in the fast lane. They get themselves in the wrong company because you saw them and you hadn't said anything to them. Oh, it's their friend. Parent, find out and know the friend that your children is keeping, especially the boys. The girls are bad, but the boys know who they hang out with. And for heaven's sake, don't send the children to do any sleepover. What happened to your place that they were sleeping all the while? What happened to the bed that they were sleeping in? How comes you going to go and do sleepover? Is it that sleepover is going to be different from the sleep in your house? So you want to sleep over? Get out of your room and go into the couch to sleep then. You sleep over there, son. Do not send your children to do no sleepover. No time, no day. You send them to do sleepover. Are you sleeping over with them? You know what is happening. Do you know what is happening? You signed this agreement and said, oh yes, Tom can come. You know what took place during the night? You need to protect your children. They are given to you as a gift from God. How many persons would like to have a child and honestly can't get pregnant? Some, because this is a twofold thing here. Some get pregnant in their earlier years and they went, whether they do or their parents took them to do an abortion. And that womb is so damaged, so ripped apart, that they can't get pregnant again. Yes, they get pregnant, and in no time, they lost the fetus. You check and find out. Many times it's not because they can't, but they have a rupture. They have done rupture. So the pregnancy can't be done again. But let this month not only be a month of buying gifts and handing out gifts, but let it be a month that you sit and have a serious look over. Find out if you're doing the right thing. Know what your child or children is doing. Not because gifts can give every time, anytime, every week, every day. Every time I coming home from work, I go to do something, I can bring home a gift. But since it is designated this way, parents have a good retrospective view of what is happening. You heard I said? There's an email to me today that I saw, and it's such long. I I think it's the 8th or something about that time. YouTube will be doing a drastic change. You understand? So take a good retrospective view. Don't only just say, well, okay, you're giving them gifts, they are getting their cards. Nothing is wrong with that. But remember, there are different characters out there. There are different characters out there. And some persons think their children are too small, too young to reason with. A matter of fact, you reason with your child from in the womb. You start speaking with your child from in the womb. Yes. So don't say, well, then it's a baby. Sit and reason with them, man. Yeah. You start with simple sentences. What you like, good, you sit and reason with them. Because if you don't, there are other characters lined up out there. They are other characters lined up out there. If you do not have money, it's not the child's responsibility that. But if they ask you for something that you know you can't give them at a certain time, sit and reason with that person, with that child. I will get you what you asked for. But this present moment, I can't afford to buy it now, but I will buy it for the next 2 days or so. Give them a tangible reason with them. Have them to understand. Because guess what? They're always going to think that mommy have it and daddy have it. It's not for you to come and say, well then, you they don't business. It's not them response for you, not yet. So there is no business of them. But with respect, you can say to them, yes, but I can't do it now. You don't have to tell them where you're going to get the money from. You don't have to tell them what bank you're going to pull from. You don't have to say that. Just give them a reasonable reason. And if they can't get it, you must be forthright. You cannot get it with love. Have them to understand. You understand? Because they will think, oh, and the next thing with children in growing up. Because remember, they're moving from 6 months to 1 year, from 1 year to 2 year, from 2 year to 5 year. And guess what? The knowledge increasing. They, they watched you. I went to Canada. I have a daughter in Canada. And she has a little boy. You can see on this wall, as them came to America in I think it's last year, July or somewhere thereabout, to come and play against America. So this is Canada against America. There they on the wall. And he went to school and he saw children having money. Now their parents give them $5 as emergency money. That they're not taking bus, their parent drop them off and their parent pick them up. But that $5 are always in their bag. So he went to school and he saw other children. And a little guy came home one day and he said, Mom, no money's not in this house. So, I was standing there and look at it. She said, why you ask? She said, not even a dime I don't see in here. So why? Other children taking money to school and him search upstairs, downstairs, and all over. And him say, I look at everything and I haven't seen a dime in here. No money's in this house. My mother said, no money not in here. Right? They watch. They watch. Yes. So others are spending. So how I don't see any money in here not to take up, because guess what? You are not taking money to school other than, and each time they came home, that $5 is being looked for in the bag. They don't send them out to buy anything. They get their lunch. They get their backpack. So that's it for you, right? So we have to know how we guard our children. They are growing from stage to stage. They are seeing other characters out there. Some of the things look good, feel nice. I think it's in Exodus, if I'm not mistaken. It said, teach the children. If you're at the breakfast table, teach them. If they wake up, so don't stop. I heart, how are you? Don't stop pushing it to them. Constant reminder. I think it's in, if it's not Exodus, but I think it's, I more think it's Exodus. Teach them. Teach the children. Around the dinner table, teach them. It's how they are eating, teach them. Before they sleep, teach them. Wake up, teach them. It's a constant reminder that they will keep on the straight and the narrow. Yes, they will fall off track, but they will remember that this wasn't how I can't even let my parents know about this. Yeah, family, yeah, right? So we have the responsibility on our hand to keep them. Now, where parent is concerned again, I have seen many parents has been taken out by children. In I think it's 1980, between 83 and 85, somewhere there. I remember the year right now. But a month in the country where I am from, a mother was taken out by her son. And here how. They are farmers, they rear a lot of animals, cattle to be exact. And everything he asked for during all this time, it would have handed to him. There is never a time a no came up. A no and the reason. So if it's even to borrow that money, you're going to do it and give to him. This time around, the mother sold some animals, sold some cows. And the church she attended have who convention many miles away from where they are. She and her husband went to the convention, which before they go, he went and asked them for $30,000. She said she did not have the money. He made reference, do you sell some cows? She said, yes, but I do not collect the money yet. When they left and have a fine time praising the Lord, he went to the house and he searched the house and he did not find any money. And they came back in the spirit of praising the Lord, feeling good, feeling okay. And as soon as she entered the house, her son met her with the machete. And if he didn't, and she wasn't lying, she did not collect the money yet. And he sent her to an early grave. I looked at that lady and about 1,000,000,000 things run through my mind. I think I do. How could you look at a person, especially your mother, and did this? Now you're in the hands of the law. She is on the fridge, and you still don't get the money. You have to curve. A tree cannot be curved, bend when it is old. Proverbs told you. He said, bend the tree when it is young. So you can't wait until you are looking as a long beard from the guy face. That time you're bending. No, or the girl. Bend the tree when it is young. When it is whole, it will break. Try to get a grown tree, even the limb, and try to bend it and see what happens. It breaks. A young plant is easily to curve. So you can put it in whatever. The next thing with parents, you have to check out your children. What the word I want to use? Like what? Let me say what nature child it is. There are some persons are like jellyfish. Whatever container you put the jellyfish into, it took the shape of it. You have to check out, and you can't do that in an ace. You are the child's parent. You are around that child, and you are going to study every move that that child makes, how they respond to things. So you will know if that child is an easy pushover. If every and anybody can come and just do anything, you will know if that child can stand up for themselves, starting from when they're small. Because you know that child won't be an easy nut to crack. It's no nonsense from them. So you have to study that child. Find out if it is a and to bring up a child or children is no easy job. It's no easy step over one, two, three. Because you're going to have this person, it's your person for a mighty long time. Sometimes they're going to it's like your top one to blow. But ask for the strength. Continue praying for them. Continue agonizing with God. Just the other day, I was looking at something, and it's almost every day I saw it on the news, where a parent is being down by their own child. Loving a child is not reaching the moon out of the sky and give it to them. And a lot of people feel like if you shower the child with all the things of the world, And they say they love them. No, no. A child will have little and nothing, is satisfied. And that is one thing, as I said, there are times you say no. Children must learn to satisfy. Because if they don't learn that from early, you are going to be in trouble. Because they are going to go in trouble. And they're just going to hold you and pull you in. I have a son, and when he was, I remember what age group now. Well, he didn't reach 12 yet because he did not took his common entrance exam yet. So he wasn't 12 yet. And somebody gave him the car key and said, I'm asking you to get this out of the car run for me. And they were there waiting for him and no him turn up. When they decided to go to see what is happening, the vehicle was stuck on the other vehicle like this, bumper, crushing the other vehicle's bumper. Yeah. And he was nowhere to be seen. Hold the door and look at such place, a bottle of tablets, please bring it for me. And he went in and he started practice to drive. One, the person was wrong. It cost me to go and get the man bumper and the rear view mirror. But then when it goes to the authority, they say I shouldn't have done it because he was wrong to the bone. Do not send a minor in your vehicle because they are going to do what children do. They are going to do what children does. So it was this perfect opportunity to turn the ignition and press down on Mr. Gas that send the thing. For a quiet life, I said, because the man was behaving like I am the person, as if the guy took away the key and went in there and what they say, I can't forget that vehicle was pink. The brand was Sierra, and we couldn't get the rear view mirror until, of course, we get the bumper. We couldn't get the bumper. Bumper was one of them. Couldn't get the bumper, and somebody I knew get the bumper for about 3 parishes away. And when I bought the bumper, I think at the time it was 13,000, whatever. So I have to fuck up my little money. So I just draped and put in front of me. When I did all of this, I didn't talk at the time because I don't know if I was upset. I don't know if I was pleased. I don't know what state my mind was in. So I didn't say anything. I just wait. Persons were calling me and said, okay, take it easy. Da, 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 da. I didn't say a thing. Bought the bumper, and then when the authorities said to me, eh, let him look after his vehicle because he shouldn't And by right, you don't send a minor in your vehicle because they are going to do the unthinkable. So, yes, and when it's all finished and over, and I feel myself good enough that I can hold a reasoning. Yes, come, brother man, sit. And we hold a talk. I never slap, I just talk. I even said to him, you know what happened? When whatever time of your life that is, you started to work, you're going to pay me back my money. So, friends and loved ones, we are celebrating this month, the entire month, with our children and parents have a well blessed Mother's Day when it comes. Mother's Month while you live through it. You remember the agony, you remember the pain, you remember everything. But at the end of the day, you would like to see a upright woman and an upright man. You want to see your children make a difference in somebody else's life. So reason with them, love them. There's nothing more you can do but love them. And when they are expecting you to get mad, be calm because you want to surprise them that time. Yeah, a surprise. I thought you'd get mad at me. No, be calm. Calm, as calm can be. And then you get to talk to them, right? So, love the children. Fathers, love your children. Fathers, make link with your boys. We don't reach your amount yet, but I am telling you, because the boys sit with your boys. Go play soccer with them. Go play whatever games. You and them. Let they feel the love of their father. Hug them. Don't let them tell you they don't want no man hug them. Hug them. It's your children. It's your child. You don't let society separate and knocking them head and them start that nonsense. Tell them sit down a reason. Play on a game. Talk about. Talk about. And share some good sense with them. Yeah. So it's a pleasure to have all of you with me here tonight. And I hope you have got something from all of what I said. And Miss Charity, I like to see you active into the chat. Yeah, yes, right. So hug them, hug your children. Have a me time, have a father and son time. Mothers have a me time. Find time to have a me time. So if you're even gonna wait on that day to have the me time, then but have a me time. It's only me. Yes, have a me time for yourself. You need it. You want to go to the spa, go to the spa. Yes, you need it. Because as much as fathers is there, mothers brain overwork more than fathers. Because we have to see everything. Oh, they don't love milk. Or they don't love this brand of milk. Is the mother no? They don't want this brand of yogurt. Is the mother no? They don't want to drink out of the red cup. Is the mother no? So all came back to the mother. The mother can say, "Oh no, this is how they love their potato. This is how they love their egg." Is the mother know it? Not the father. They don't eat boiled egg. Is the mother know? They love their egg scrambled with cheese. Is the mother know? They don't drink at beverage. Is the mother know? So all came back to the mother. All of that. Arthur, I haven't seen you in a long while. What was happening to you, guys? Okay. So be cognizant of your surrounding. Know what is lurking around. Enjoy yourself. Do not overdo anything. Love yourself as much. There is not too much love myself. Because if you don't do it, no one can love you as much as you love yourself. When you love yourself, you will treat yourself good. You respect yourself. So let your self-esteem high. Let no one steal your joy. Let no one bring you down. But keep your eyes on the prize at all times. And I always implore to the children, to the young people, that those that are studying, study to show yourself approved. And again, parent, if you realize that your child is not inclined to education in such a way, their hands, sometimes they are not the book person, but they work with their hands. They can be an engineer, they can be a mechanic. Don't forget, they have to have something to pick them there. But they are maybe not that person in the jacket and the tie, but they are the person who know the engine. They are the person who can build a bed. So there are things that they can use their hand to do. So if you realize that they are not the one that you can push to education to be the prime minister, to be the soul, ask them what they want. I want to be an engineer. Get them that. Yes. Many times we make this mistake because we want to see them in this position. This is what we want to see them is. But their brain are saying something else. And if they incline to sports, don't pull them away. Everybody know Usain Bolt. The world know Usain Bolt. And from primary school that little guy running. And look at Usain Bolt today. He retired a billionaire. Only by his foot. God gave us our different gifts that we should live by. And he got his foot and many more. Jocelyn got over here. It surrounds all of them who decide to do athletics. So if you realize your child want to play basketball, Don't withdraw him from there. But make sure him no count the money back way. And no bad, him must knowledge enough that they no supposed to turn the 6 into 9 and tell him say, that you forget. So he must have enough, enough education that he can count the money. He can look at the check that's signed on the dotted line and say, this was not what we the bargain for. This is not the contract. So you put back the rest of the money there. Yes. But if they cut out to be that, help them to be there. Help them along the way. It was good. And this is Aquarian Positivity. Tuning out until tomorrow. We will talk again. And I'll still extend on child and mother. We have little drop in the midst, but this is the month for it. And if you see children around you, hug them, show them some love. Because sometimes they don't get it from home. Believe me. Sometimes they don't get that level of love from home. So love a child. Do good to them. Speak confirmation to them. Let them have confidence in themselves. Yes. God bless all of you. God bless you all. Thank you for being here. And I'm tuning out. God bless you. Bye until another day and another time.